Hello the internet, hope you're all well, thanks for stopping by. Another week, another online time trial. In fact, we have a bonus one this week. To celebrate round 1 of the World Series in London, we are in Tokyo. Go figure. Anyway, we're in Group 3 cars. Which Group 3? Well, whichever one you want. Here's a little tip, go to the online leaderboard and see what everyone else is using. My old mate Super GT there, he's using the Toyota, I'm using the Toyota. In fact, pretty much everyone is using the Toyota. And if it's good enough for everyone else, then it's good enough for me. So I'm choosing the Toyota Supra, and remember you will need to put on racing soft tyres, so you may need to buy some of those as well. Thanks very much, Polyphony. Okay, let's get down to it. For my assists, everything is switched off except for ABS, which I've got set to default, and I'm using my Fanatec CSL steering wheel to play this game. As always in my guides, I've uploaded my fastest lap that you'll see in this video to the GT7 server. That means you can download it and use it as your ghost to chase down. Go to content search inside a showcase, under replays type in my name, Tough Monkey, and it should be on the top. There it is. Select that one and then go to collection. If you click on that, and then it will now appear in your game screen. So back out of this screen, go to your game screen, under settings, down at the bottom there, go to ghost settings, click on that. Under load ghost, click open, go across one to collection and then select that. It will load my fastest lap into your own game screen and you can chase down my ghost. As always, I'm going to show 2 laps. The first lap will be a step-by-step guide showing important bits to note, and the second lap will be totally uninterrupted without me talking. So let's get down to it. You need a good exit out of this corner without touching that barrier. It goes without saying, but do not touch any barrier on this circuit. You will pick up an immediate penalty and that's lap over. So with a good exit out of that final corner, you take the line of least resistance around this first left-hander, only a very slight bend, move over to the right-hand side and look for a braking zone at 50 metres. Standing on the brake, turning in and just being careful on the throttle, getting on the throttle as soon as you can in a way that won't hit that barrier on the right hand side. You need to carry as much speed as you can as you come out of that corner. You can lose 1, 2, maybe 3 tenths if you have a poor exit from that corner. You've got quite a long stretch as we climb up the hill, up into 6th gear, and then we've got a big braking zone. One of 2 big stops on this track. I'm looking for a reference, it's just after the 150 board. Before I get to the red and white curb there, I'm going to drop it down to 2nd gear to get the rotation of the car here, and then I'm straight back up to 3rd gear. This keeps me under control of the rear of the car. If I'm in 2nd, it's unstable, it's squirreling, but if I'm in 3rd, from this point onwards, I'm full throttle through the rest of this section. Cut plenty of curb on the right and plenty of curb on the left. A bit of a confidence lift to make sure I don't hit the barrier on the right hand side. It's only a relatively short section here, but you want to keep as much speed as you come out of that corner as you can. And then we've got possibly the most important corner on the circuit. I'm looking for a braking reference at the 50-metre board, and I'm braking just after it right here. We're turning in ever so slightly later than it feels right to do so, because I don't want to apex too soon. At the apex, I want to be at full throttle. The car is going to drift out to the left hand side of the circuit, and you've got to be so careful you don't graze that wall, otherwise it's lap over. It's so important to get the exit out of that corner right, because you've got such a long drag up to the big braking zone at the end of this section. Obviously, don't graze the wall along this section, otherwise you'll pick up a penalty. And this lap has been going on so long it feels like you must be at the end by now, but you've got several very important sections, especially this big stop coming up into this corner here. And I experimented with a number of different places for braking. I tried going deep into 100 metres, but I found that 150 was better. I'm standing on the brakes at 150, staying on the left of the circuit over that curb, dropping it down to 2nd before I begin to rotate the car. As I lift totally off the brake, the back end of the car will rotate around, and then we're just gradually and patiently building the throttle up. It's so easy to graze the barrier on the left hand side and pick up a penalty so late in the day. And by now we know if we're on a good lap or not. We've just got this important complex coming up ahead, and because we've probably reset the lap a million times, it's the bit that we've practiced the least. I'm going to look for a reference at the 50-metre board, just go a bit deeper and then stand on the brake, turn in nice and early. I lift off the throttle, it just unbalances the back of the car and it helps turn the car, and I'm keeping very tight to the right hand side because I want a wide entry into this left hander. Turn in early, but be careful of that wall, it will just come out and bite you. And then again, turn in early. I'm sticking in 4th gear, be careful of running out too wide here. and then drag the car back over to the right hand side in anticipation of this very important final corner. I know you've hit this barrier on the right hand side, we all have. I'm dropping to third gear, I'm turning in early. If you leave your turn in too late, you're going to have to be hesitant on the throttle. As soon as you can, get back on full throttle and just be careful of that barrier on the right hand side. We have all hit it many times. Again, line of least resistance through the last left-hander, and then we're across the finish line for hopefully a sub 1:57 time, gold standard and 2 million credits. Right, I'm going to shut up now, I'm going to let you watch this through without me talking, and I shall catch you at the end. There you go, hopefully you've seen something in this video to help you get that gold standard time and 2 million credits. If you have found it useful, do consider a like, a comment and maybe even a subscribe, and I shall see you on the next video. Take it easy.